Hello, and welcome back to LingoLift, the podcast that lifts your English one real conversation at a time. I'm Sara.
And I'm Peter. So happy to be here, as always.
Before we dive into today's topic, I want to say something very important to our LingoLift community. You might hear us use words today that you don't know yet, and that is perfectly okay.
Exactly. Even I don't know every word sometimes. If you understand the big idea, you are already starting to rise.
That's right. To really shine in English, you just need to relax, take a deep breath, and let the conversation flow. You don't need to understand every single word to build that personality in a new language today.
Just think of it like a song. You don't need all the lyrics to enjoy the music.
Today, we are talking about something that every single person who has ever tried to learn a new language has felt. Something that stops people before they even open their mouth.
The fear. The terrible, horrible, very real fear of speaking.
Exactly. And Peter, I think you have a little story to start us off today.
Oh, Sara, I was not going to bring this up, but yes, I have a story.
Tell us everything.
It was my first month learning English. I went to the grocery store alone. Very proud of myself, very confident. The cashier looked at me and said, "Do you have a rewards card?" Simple question. And what did you say? I said, "No, but I have a horse."
A horse? Peter, how?
I confused the word "of course" with "a horse." I wanted to say, "No, of course not," but my brain panicked and I just said, "horse." The cashier stared at me. I stared at the cashier. I paid for my bread and I left.
I love this story so much.
Oh, I did not go back to that shop for 3 weeks.
And that, dear listeners, is today's topic, the fear of speaking a new language. We have all been there. And today we are going to talk about how to get through it, how to make mistakes, laugh at yourself, and turn every embarrassing moment into a small victory.
Even the horse moments?
Especially the horse moments. Let's go.
Sara, I know my story was funny now, but in that moment, I wanted to disappear. Why does that happen? Why does the brain just stop working when you try to speak?
Because speaking a new language requires courage, real courage. That means the strength and bravery to do something even when you feel scared or unsure. And speaking in front of others, especially strangers, feels very risky.
It does feel risky. Like something could go wrong at any second.
And something will go wrong. That is the truth. You will make a mistake, an error, something incorrect. But here is the secret. Mistakes are not the enemy. Fear of making mistakes is the enemy.
So the mistake itself is okay?
The mistake is how you learn. Every single fluent speaker you admire made thousands of mistakes before they got comfortable. What changes over time is your ability to laugh at yourself, to not take every error so seriously.
I mean, I did eventually laugh at the horse story. It took 3 weeks, but I got there.
And now it is your best story. That is what I mean. When you can laugh at yourself, you become resilient. Resilient means you bounce back quickly. A mistake happens, you feel it for a moment, and then you keep going instead of giving up.
Resilient. I like that word. I want to be that.
You already are. You went back to that grocery store, didn't you?
I did. After 3 weeks. And I said, "No, thank you." Perfectly.
That is a victory. A victory is a win,
a success. It doesn't have to be big. Saying 2 correct words to a cashier after a frightening experience, that is a real victory. And those small victories build something very powerful over time.
What do they build?
They build confidence. Confidence is the belief in yourself, the feeling that you can do something, that you are capable. And confidence in a language doesn't come from studying, it comes from doing, from trying, failing, laughing, and trying again.
So every embarrassing story is actually building confidence?
Every single one. The horse story, the wrong word, the time you pointed at the wrong thing, the time you said yes when you meant no, all of it is your brain learning. All of it counts.
I genuinely feel better about my entire language learning journey right now.
Good. Now let's make it even better with the word tour. All right, everyone. Word tour time. 5 words from today's conversation. Peter is going to help us use every single one.
I am fully prepared. Let's do this.
Our first word is courage. 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 It means the strength and bravery to do something, even when you feel scared or unsure. Example sentence: it takes real courage to speak a new language in front of strangers.
Going to that grocery store alone was courage. I didn't know it at the time. I just thought it was a terrible idea. But it was courage.
It absolutely was. Now everyone, repeat after us. Say it out loud. Courage.
Courage. One more time, everyone. Courage. Say it like you mean it.
Every time you open your mouth in a new language, that is courage. Remember that. Word 2. Mistake. Miss-take. Mistake. A mistake is an error, something you say or do that is wrong or not correct. Example sentence: don't be ashamed of your mistakes. Every mistake teaches you something new.
I have a horse was a mistake. A legendary mistake. But I learned, of course, forever because of it. I will never forget that word.
That is the power of a memorable mistake. Now repeat. Mistake. Mistake.
Together. Mistake. And again. Mistake.
A mistake is not a stop sign. It is a teacher. Repeat it, correct it, move on. Word 3. Resilient. 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 This means being able to recover quickly after a difficulty or embarrassing moment, bouncing back and continuing. Example: she made a mistake in her presentation, but she was resilient. She laughed and kept going.
Going back to that grocery store after the horse incident, that was me being resilient. I recovered. Slowly, but I recovered.
3 weeks is still a recovery. You went back. That is resilience. Everyone, repeat. Resilient.
Resilient. Resilient. Say it slowly. Resilient. Resilient. Beautiful word.
Resilient people are not people who never fail. They are people who keep going after they do. Word 4. Victory. 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 A win or a success, even a small one. In language learning, every step forward is a victory. Example: finishing this podcast episode is a victory. You showed up and you listened.
My victory that day was buying the bread and leaving. That was it. Just buying the bread. But I did it. Victory!
The bread victory. Oh, I love it. Small wins are still wins. Everyone, say it with us. Victory. Victory! Let's go! Victory! One more time. Victory! Celebrate every single one. The small victories are what build the big ones. And our final word, confidence. Confidence. 3 syllables. Confidence. The belief in yourself and your own abilities. The feeling that you are capable and that you can do something. Example, my confidence in English grew every time I tried, even when I made mistakes.
I have so much more confidence now than when I started. Not because I became perfect, but because I survived the horse story and 20 other stories like it, and I'm still here.
Peter, that might be the most honest and beautiful thing you have ever said on this podcast.
Don't tell anyone. I have a reputation.
Your final drill. Say it with everything. Confidence.
Confidence. Confidence. Say it proud. Confidence. Confidence. That is you.
All right, fast review. I give the definition, Peter gives the word. Listeners, you play along at home. Ready?
Ready.
The bravery to try something even when you feel scared.
Courage.
An error, something you say or do incorrectly.
Mistake.
Bouncing back quickly after a difficult or embarrassing moment.
Resilient.
A win or success, even a very small one.
Victory.
The belief in yourself and your own abilities.
Confidence.
Perfect score, 5 for 5. Well done, Peter. And well done to everyone listening at home. Your turn. Tell us in the comments, what is the funniest or most embarrassing mistake you have ever made in a new language? Don't be shy. We promise we will laugh with you, not at you. Your story might give someone else the courage to speak today. We read every single comment. Every story you share makes this community braver and more human.
I shared my horse story. You can share yours. The comments section is a safe place, I promise.
And if this episode helped you even a little, please subscribe. New episode every week. New topic, new vocabulary, new reasons to try.
5 words to carry with you. Courage, mistake, resilient, victory, confidence. That is your toolkit. Use it.
Until next time, remember, you don't need to be perfect to speak. You just need to be brave enough to start. And you already are. See you next time on LingoLift. Speak, rise, shine.